afternoon. It is 4 p.m. here in South Korea. I am Arirang News. AI anchor, Ari. President Yoon and U.S. President Joe Biden welcomed the signing of Seoul and Washington's guidelines on nuclear deterrence and operations on the Korean Peninsula that increases South Korea's involvement. This came on Thursday during a bilateral meeting between the two leaders on the sidelines of the NATO summit in Washington, D.C. Under the new guidelines, U.S. nuclear assets that can deter North Korea's nuclear threats will be deployed to missions on the Korean Peninsula during both peacetime and wartime, and South Korea will be involved in decision-making processes for nuclear deterrence operations. South Korea's minimum wage for next year will for the first time surpass 10,000 Korean won per hour. The Minimum Wage Commission on Friday voted to set the minimum wage at 10,030 Korean won, or around $7.30 at the current exchange rate. That's an increase of 1.7% from this year. While this is the first time since the minimum wage was introduced in 1988 that it has entered the 10,000 won range, the rise is the second smallest ever. The Minimum Wage Commission will submit the new wage plan to the Labor Ministry, which is expected to confirm it by August 5th. The U.S. Consumer Price Index in June rose 3% on-year, compared to 3.3% the month before. The latest data released by the U.S. Labor Department on Thursday also marked a third straight month of declines, falling below market expectation of 3.1%. On month, however, prices fell by 0.1% in June, recording an on-month decrease for the first time in 4 years and driving speculation of interest rate cuts. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange Fed Watch, which predicts interest rate policies, raised the possibility of the U.S. Fed lowering its key rates by 0.25 percentage points in September to more than 80%. Despite expectations, Wall Street was mixed on Thursday, as major stocks like Tesla fell by more than 8%, while Nvidia also fell nearly 5%. South Korean girl group NewJeans is celebrating a fifth title with sales above 1 million, according to the group's agency Adore. On Thursday, the group's latest single album, Supernatural, surpassed 1 million in sales between its release on June 21st and the end of that month. Supernatural also marks NewJeans' official debut in Japan, and features tracks designed to resonate with Japanese fans. Since their debut in July 2022, all 5 records released by the group have sold over 1 million digital and physical copies for a total of over 7.5 million sold. South Korea's economy is on a recovery path with booming exports and slowing inflation. That's according to the July edition of the Finance Ministry's Economic Green Book, which was released on Friday. The monthly assessment shows that total exports for the month of June rose by more than 5% year-on-year, with outbound shipments of semiconductors jumping by 52%. The Consumer Price Index last month also showed a slower incline than the previous month at 2.4%, which is closer to meeting the government's target of 2% inflation. The ministry vowed to continue to reinforce domestic demand and stabilize people's livelihoods. That is all for today. Thanks for watching.